Hey guys, I'm Alex Rodriguez.
And I'm Andy Yousif.
And this is Don't Get Framed. In any kind of decision making, the context counts. The way a question is framed can affect our answers more than we would like to think, and that's due to a phenomenon known as the framing effect. This affects decisions as simple as opinions about celebrities to decisions regarding large investments. When someone asks you to buy their product, often they'll show off the benefits, leaving out the flaws, sometimes even aiming to present negatives in the positive light.
Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion to address a possible life-threatening condition, or if you have uncontrollable muscle movements, as these may be permanent. High blood sugar was reported with Rexulti, and in extreme cases can lead to coma or death.
See your doctor right away if you experience new or worsening cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, extreme fatigue, constipation, excessive thirst or urine, swollen ankles, loss of appetite, rash, itching, headache, confusion, hallucinations, muscle or joint pain, flushing, fever, or weakness.
This is why it is so important to understand what framing is and how it works in order to be sure we are making intelligent and well thought out decisions in our daily lives. The best way to understand the framing effect is through seeing how our minds look at losses versus gains. As humans, we love to gain, but we hate to lose. And as it turns out, we hate to lose even more than we love to gain. In an experiment studying the effects of framing, participants would answer the same question far differently depending on the way it was asked. On a beach in Australia, a research group called the Mortgage Choice asked people passing by if they could survive in retirement making 70% of their current income, and asked others if they could survive in retirement on a 30% reduction. Hearing these questions side by side makes it obvious you're making the same decision, yet due to framing, the responses were wildly different.
Do you think you could retire on 70% of your current income? If you say yes, put sign here. If no, there.
Oh, I think yes.
Here.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I think I probably could.
Could I survive on a 30% reduction in my income?
This is yes, this is no.
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 No. Who said yes?
Can I put 3 shovels?
We can even see the effects of framing in our economy. The market's value overall lies in people's confidence in it. In the aftermath of the 2008 crisis, the media framed the crisis to make it seem less impactful than it was. Watching the news in 2008, you would hear no mention of the word depression. At most, it was a major recession. However, in recent years, many economists have come out saying that what we experienced in 2008 is the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression of the 1930s. Through framing, the media hoped to minimize the loss aversion that people felt, calm everyone down, and stimulate spending. At this point in the video, you may be questioning your decision making and wondering if others are always trying to get something from you by making it sound nice. Well, don't worry, because framing is not always working against you. In fact, you use framing every day to try to give yourself an edge. Have you ever been in a position where you completely forgot that an assignment is due and you needed to somehow convince the teacher to accept it late? This is when the framing effect can come in handy. As you're sitting in front of the blank screen fearing the poor grade you're now convinced you will receive, being brutally honest does not sound appealing. A simple "I forgot" will most likely not impress your professor or garner much sympathy. Providing a sympathetic and relatable explanation for why it was late gives you a much better shot. So most of us will add a little spice to the email. Being aware of the framing someone's using is the best way to make informed decisions without being influenced one way or another. It is important when making an important decision to always ask for more information if you feel something's being left out. Also remember to consider the motivations of the person advising you. A car salesman's motivation is to sell cars. A doctor's motivation should be to make you feel better. It is always important to consider these when taking advice. Additionally, you should talk to the people as far away from the decision as possible. Consider talking to those close, friends, family, or other people with expertise that won't gain anything from your decision. Our brains are very impressive, but they're not mistake-proof. The better you understand how your brain operates, the more you can try to get around some of its shortcomings. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't get framed!